Yeah, good.
You're good?
Bloody layers.
How you going, Mickey?
I'm outstanding, mate.
You're good? You enjoying this ride so far?
Fucking oath, mate.
Excellent. You going alright, big guy?
Oh, loving it, mate.
Hey?
Loving it.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Had a good ride so far?
Yeah, I'm gonna have some Mickey on there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A bit dry?
Yeah, a bit dry.
Yeah? Good for someone new too?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, mate.
Here's the boy guy. How'd that go, mate? Everything work out for you? Yeah? How you going, mate?
Oh my god, let's get the fuck out of here.
So g'day, we're on our way out of Bathurst now. It was 0 degrees when we left. A lot of the bikes had quite a heavy frost on them. One thing I did right was that I packed my bike cover, so at least when I got on it was nice and dry. Good night was had last night. We stayed at the family hotel in Bathurst there, and we settled in after checking in for a few drinks and some laughs, and it was a really good night. I got to bed quite late actually. It was about 11. Well, I say late. It was about 11:30. But we've been sort of drinking since sort of 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon. But anyway, we had a nice meal and some nice drinks and some good laughs. Everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves, which is the main thing. Pretty good day yesterday. It was long. Boys were a bit tired after a long day of riding. It's a bit hard to sit around and drink all day and all night. So then of course you've got to get up in the morning and drive and try to be sober. So I guess yeah, the good thing about staying in this pub is that it's nice and close. Just wander upstairs and you're all good. Bad thing is when there is a band playing until 1:30 in the morning, and they weren't that good. It was a bit of a struggle then getting to sleep. Prediction is for a sunny day. It's a little bit overcast at the moment, a little bit cloudy and blue skies, but I think we'll be okay. Apart from it being bloody cold. Okay, so we've just left Ilford. Boys have got full bellies now, and we've warmed up with coffees and teas, and we're now on our way down to Lithgow. Uh, 8 degrees now, so it's very comfortable compared to what it was 10 degrees ago. So we're on the Castlereagh Highway, and we're about 45 kilometres away from Lithgow and the Great Western Highway. So we've been doing a fuel stop for some of the boys. We've had staggered fuel stops. We had some of us topped up at Goulburn, which got us the rest of the way yesterday. Others went right through and topped up at Oberon, which meant some of us then refueled at Bathurst this morning, and the others will be looking for fuel at some point soonish. Lithgow or beyond, so we will pull in at Lithgow and have a little break and get some fuel there and whatever anybody needs, and be on our way. Anyhow, we'll check in a little bit later. Until then. Hello, quick shout out to a mate of mine, Dave Cullen. Some of you might remember him from that little turn off at Burrawang, and he was on the white bike that overshot the mark. Anyway, I wanted to say a quick shout out to Dave as we're heading through the township of Cullen-Bullen. So Dave Cullen, I thought I'd give you a shout out as we're heading through this little town. Anyway, talk to you later. Okay, we are in Lithgow. Most of us have fueled up or topped up for the ride, which will take us along the Bells line of road. I think we'll end up in Bilpin in around about an hour. So a bit of a ride ahead of us. Bells line of road, it'll be a really nice road. Degrees, 8 degrees, so it's still cool, but the sun in our face is quite nice. Windsor 84 clicks, so I don't think Bilpin is that far away actually. Bad corner. check in after. Peace. And welcome back once again. We're on the homeward stretch now. We've just pulled over to a little cafe, fruit shop at Bilpin. Lots of apple farms, apple fields, apple orchards around this area. So we've just pulled up and had a little break, toilet break, rest, and refreshments. And we have also stripped off the layers now that it's 15 degrees. Bilpin, if you're wondering where it is, it's on the Bell's line of road. I wouldn't say halfway between Lithgow and Windsor. It's probably closer to the Windsor side, would be my guess. So yeah, so I'm feeling a lot lighter now, and the temperature is quite nice, and I've got my screen about 3/4 down and just feeling the breeze, feeling the love. It's just nice. We're heading to Wallacia now. My GPS says we're going to be there in about an hour. Tony reckons we're going to be there in about 20 minutes. I think, Tony, you're dreaming. But then again, you've got the $1,000 plus GPS and I've got the $100 one. So we'll see, eh? This is the first time I'm sitting at the back of the pack. I've only got Craig behind me and 6 other riders ahead of me. I've got Al on his 1050. There's a Blackbird ahead of him. There's a Triumph Tiger ahead of him. Another Blackbird ahead of him. Mick's on his Bavarian postie bike, the GS. And Tony's up front on the Gay TM. Craig is behind me. He's on his Suzuki Bandit, also known as 231. And you'll hear more and see more of that reference in the future. I'm just looking back on last night, thinking about last night, how much fun we had. We, a group of 8 blokes, and got into some refreshments last night, and boy, oh boy, it was a funny night. These guys are really a nice bunch of blokes. And I do enjoy spending time with them. I do enjoy these rides. And I've said this before, that the mateship that you get out of this hobby, and the friends you meet and create, and people you meet along the way, just other riders that are at some of the stops, and you look at each other's bikes, chat, blah blah blah. We're all on the same page. Very enjoyable. So I'm just looking at Al up ahead. He's on his Triumph Street Triple. It's only new, he's still getting used to it. I think today was the first time he's upped it into sport mode or race mode, I'm not sure which one, just to see what that feels like. So I'm sure he's still learning and getting used to the bike, and the way it handles and what it does in different situations, on which we've had lots of different situations on these 2 days of riding. Unfortunately, my front viewing camera has run out of battery. Oh, you know what? I've got another one. I didn't even think of it. I've got another one in the another battery in the bag. It's not my camera, it's my son's. And here's me trying to charge it. I forgot I had another battery in the bloody bag. Oh! Oh, well, that's easily fixed. When I get to Wallacia, we'll chuck another battery in it and we can get that front camera view going again for the last leg home. Can't turn the camera off right now because I've got these downhill twisties that I'm having to concentrate on. Try not to follow Al's line because my line is a little bit different to his. See, I just followed Al's line then and he stuffed up. It's amazing. Take your own line, don't follow the guy in front. You could see he was unhappy with himself because he shook his head. It's a shame my front camera wasn't on, he would have been able to see it. Al will be happy. Okay, so we all have full bellies again.
Oh, not those guys again! God damn it, why is it that every time we try to have a relaxing day, a bunch of assholes on their Harley motorcycles show up?
One of the randoms, Wayne, has come for a ride up to Wallacia to join us, so he's had a meal and a beer with us, and that's him 2 bikes ahead, if you can see. So he's joined us on the last leg, and he lives down in Picton anyway, so he's going to follow us down there and make his way home from there. So it was great to see him come out and catch us on this last leg. Well, look at the drone. It is 21 degrees. So far out, you know, we've had -2. I did see -3 come up on my screen briefly, and now we're riding at 21. There's 24 degrees difference between this morning and now. It's coming into the township of Picton now, coming from the west into Picton along Bathurst Lodge Road, and at the end of this Tina section we should see the pub right in front of us. In fact, it won't be you should see, it will be. See you, mate. Sorry, mate. And here we are. That's it. Well, guys, that is a wrap. Just left the George at Picton. Tom, Steve and 231 have made their way home, didn't stay. I just wanted to get home, and that's fair enough. Craig, Al, Mick and Marcelo stayed for one quick one at the George there, and we're heading off now. It's 20 past 3. Probably an hour until I get home, so 20 past 4 after leaving at 7 o'clock, or about 20 past 7 this morning. A big day, but truly memorable. So to all those guys who participated in the ride over the last 2 days, thanks for coming along. It appears everybody had a good time, and it was an absolute pleasure in organising it for everybody. So yeah, I guess the question is, when do we do it again? Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea to do a yearly thing. We'll choose somewhere else to go next time for an overnighter. Hopefully with some better planning, we'll be able to do something in the not so harsh weather conditions that we had over these 2 days. But all the same, you know, as cold as what it was really nice to be out there at that time of morning, dodging roadkill, foxes, bald eagles, all that sort of stuff. You know, it makes for an exciting ride, doesn't it? But in all seriousness, everybody was safe. We were always on the lookout for each other, and that's important on these rides. As long as everybody gets home safe and gets home to their families. Yeah, okay, every now and then you have a bit of a squirt of the throttle and have a little bit of fun, but you know, that's a very small percentage of the time that you do that. The rest of the time is riding safely. So with that, I will sign off now. It's been a great couple of days, and I look forward to the next one. So until next time, guys, Paul from Random Rides checking out. Peace.